Hello. It's Monday. Last time I checked. So we're here for some productivity goodness and stuff and things. What's the vibe and everything? What are we doing? How are we doing? Stuff is I have returned a couple hours ago from my physical therapy and I'm very sleepy. Um Also won't be writing today. I was going to. It was the original plan. But allow me to present Exhibit A. Look how close I am to finishing Will of Ascension. So that's how I'm spending my time today instead of writing, which is fine. We have Kyoko and Dio. Hello, my friends. No, you're still sick. That sucks. I hope you feel better soon. But you survived work, which is great. So sorry. I think I ate a little bit too much and my stomach is just kind of like, but why? I should have I mean, here's my rookie mistake of the day. I had some popcorn chicken, right? Because I felt like out of all my lunch options, that one kind of had the most protein. And I was really struggling after dealing with physio, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let's do that. And I had this spicy mustard dip, which I'm in love with. Okay. So it was great. Side effect of that, spicy face, turn into a dragon. So decided to grab some ice cream. I'm like, okay. It wasn't the biggest ice cream. I mean, look at this cute little dish. This is all the ice cream I had. It's very cute. Right? And it didn't quite hit. Like it did, but I'm just like, you know what? I still feel a little on the hungry side. So I grabbed a couple of handfuls of cereal, thinking, you know, that was a good day. Like that was a good idea. Cereal isn't super intensive and it's not super sweet. So I could just top off my lunch. And after that, my stomach's just like, but why? So apparently those couple handfuls of cereal was the straw that broke the camel's. So your girl is just kind of like, we have a new coworker, whom Loud Lady coworker is already working on poisoning and raising. So we have to clean up after him as well. Fuck. And I'm doing some planning regarding some character relationships. Ooh. Work's not great. I had a close call I was close to calling in sick, but the person is the boss wants a doctor's note on the first day, which is also now law because fuck the boomer chancellor, and a physical one, not an e-note. He dies on the hill requiring a physical note. Kyoko, I am so sorry. We outlawed that shit here. I think. I'm pretty sure it is now against the law to require a doctor's note because the argument of the people who are in charge of the shit show, obviously, were like, if you have to like go and get a doctor's note, like you're putting yourself at risk and everybody else at risk. Just fucking stay home. Okay? They cannot command doctor's notes. Yeah, it was one of the things that came out of COVID, I think. I don't like the receptionist at my doctor's office. She's extremely judgy, and tomorrow is my day off, so I thought getting just an sweetie, just getting through that one day. I hope that you feel better quickly. That is just yeah, I need a roadmap for more for the Dragon Age fanfic, and I almost tried it again. I can't get my mouth to do it. Yes, oh my god, yes, that is what the citizens and the actual doctors and the hospital people have been saying. Yeah, it's kind of like listen to your healthcare professionals because they're fucking healthcare professionals. Like, I don't like this concept of like, well, if we don't enforce this thing, this hoop that people have to jump through, people are just gonna call in sick, to bag off work and to be lazy and unproductive and all of this crap. When like, if that was the case, that still makes you the problem, not them the problem. Because if your job didn't suck, okay, if the system we are being forced to toil upon was I lost my train of thought, but the point I was trying to get to was people wouldn't fuck off. People wouldn't fuck off if it didn't suck. If it wasn't broken and stupid and just against all concepts of humanity. Rar. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Chancellor's reasoning: the Germans are way too often sick. Under 14 days, I think the stats said, just don't work enough. Our thing here is after 3 days of working, 3 days of calling out, days in a row, a doctor note is present. I understand like the concept of it's like maybe 3 or so many days. Like I understood that to begin with. Hold on, I have a cat coming, so I have to like hide in my bookmark. Hi, Elza. Because like that would be, oh, you've been so sick. Like we need to know like if you're going to be sick for a while. Like if you are a not like a threat, but I'm struggling with the other word. Threat to like your coworkers. Like, are you coming to be the next patient zero of COVID? Like, I understand the concept. I just feel like really shitty people make it shitty. Sorry, my thoughts are fun. No cause on why sick so often, just sick too often. Like, y'all, I could. It's probably a good idea that my happy ass stays out of health opinion, because my chronic pain, slightly, I don't want to say immunocompromised, but I definitely get sick really easy body. This, I could soapbox this for a while. Only boss wanted one directly on the first day, and you have to bring it. Ugh. I literally once went into work to get the doctor's note to them. All Corona style with the mask. Oh my god, sweetie. Kiko, I'm so sorry. Fun fact: people in the German parliament, thank you for giving me an English thing to say, are way more often sick than your average German. Gee, I wonder if it has anything to do with close quarters and stupid thinking about healthcare, about how wrong they are about healthcare. Oh, there's also BS that they're pulling now. I think this government will break again soon. Woohoo! I'm sorry. 3 new governments in 4 years. Oh, I'm so sorry. They're so incompetent. Any speech by the former chancellor is more competent and engaging. Kitty! Yep, the Eza has arrived. She is here for cuddles. She's been a little weird lately. I mean, she's been super cuddly. I kind of think she's got a bit of a stomach bug. Because I get like we gotta wash the carpets down here because there's like a couple of patches where it's like, even though I didn't see it, I know she's gotten sick, and hubby's cleaned it up, and then she got sick when I got home from physio. So I think she's a little under the weather, I think. So she's being super cuddly. But she's still she's still wandering around. Like, she's not lethargic or anything. And she's eating. So I think she's all right. I think she's just got a sour belly. Our health style in general is this close to collapsing. Bleh. Do you know how many people we just had in my state the past this week's die because heat wave? Oh, probably. I don't know, obviously, but probably quite a few because apparently that has been a thing that's happening because there are a lot of countries, states, and areas of our spinny ball that are not equipped to deal with extreme heat. I watched a short report yesterday. A quarter of people were like, yeah, they never seen anything like this during the pandemic. Dear God. Yikes. That is nuts and depressing and awful. Yeah. I do have a minor announcement. Or I guess it's, will you stop? No. Yeah, Germany is having a time of it politically. And heatedly. I do have one minor announcement. My cat is a pain in the ass. It's not the announcement. She's just, she wants to play. She wants to play. You see it. Okay, I'm gonna put my finger on the bookmark because I want to show you my bookmark. It's not my announcement. We are getting to the announcement. But this is my bookmark that I got from Bookfest. The Whittle Sword. Yeah. And Azop wants it. What she actually really, really wants is the dragon on the hilt. You can't have it. Yeah, no. Well, look, Kiko, look how close to being done I am. Look it. So I'll be finishing it today. But yeah, it's the bookmark I got from Bookfest. It is actually the same person. Do I have it down here? Hold on. I do. It's the same person who made the one I got for Christmas. The event I went into in December. It's got a sword on one end and a dragon on the other. So yeah, I like the longer sword one because there's less of this for her to like try to get a hold of. So on shorter books, or on I like using that one better. Anyway, let's try this again. Will of Ascension. Oh yeah, no, I'm stressed out. I am so stressed out. The things are happening in the book right now. So I'm very, very stressed out. And I don't like things are happening and I'm upsetty spaghetti. Stop. She's trying so hard to get my bookmark. In the end, she's bonking my hand. Things are happening. Yeah, no, I am, I remember well. All I'm going to say is, stop eating my coffee or drinking my coffee. It is the Battle of Luthadel. I'm just at the start of it. So that is where we are. And at least one character has died and I'm upset. No pun intended. Yeah. So anyway, announcement thing. I will not be streaming the first 3 weeks of September. Because there's an asterisk there because it might happen, but I might do pop-ups. Because I will be back on contract in September. I just found out this morning. I will get my schedule at the end of this month. This cat. I'm gonna put this in here because I'm not gonna read right away. I do have to go to the bathroom first. So first 3 weeks of September, I will not be streaming, nor the last week of August, because I will be away until probably about 3:00. And it's the September It's the September term, which is the busier term, so I don't really want to come back, like come home from work and then immediately go live. I'm going to be wore the fuck out. So, yeah. Dio says, my first in vending happened this past week. Yay! Yay! Woo! And I sold about half my stock, which is better than I thought. And now I have to make more stock plus more for the next thing by the 20th. Sweetie, holy fuck. I know you told me that, and my brain grokked it. But my brain didn't grok what day it was today. That's like so soon. Sweetie, I am so happy and excited for you. Yay! 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 I have the first 2 weeks off in September vacation. That's so funny. I got 1 week. Dude. Okay. We're gonna do how about this? Since I have to go use the little bats room, let's get started on our first sprint of the day. There were 600-ish people. Holy shit. Okay. We're gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do the thing. And we will be right back after it's already started. Oh dear. After okay. We'll be back in 45 minutes. Okay.
They were important, Sazed thought, even if he didn't know why. Sazed attacked, swinging the sword he'd taken from a Koloss. He enhanced his muscles in a final burst as he swung, giving them strength right as the sword met Koloss' flesh. He hit. The resistance, the wet sound of impact, the shock up his arm, these were familiar to him now. Bright Koloss blood sprayed across him, and another of the monsters fell. And Sazed's strength was gone. Pewter tapped clean the Koloss sword.
Well, that was the end of sprint number 1. Hope you enjoyed the snippet of Will of Ascension, because there's this sleepy girl. I don't think I can actually pull my mic down or my camera down. There you go. There's a sleepy girl on my desk, and her butt decided to hit the button to unmute my microphone. So there we go. So yeah, we're getting closer. Try not to like mess around with this too much. We're on chapter 54. So there's 54, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 left. And holy fuck. Like, that's all I got. That's all I can say about this right now. The battle is battling so hard. We also had Nina join us. Hello. Yeah. Dio says, I am in a medieval recreation group called the SCA. We had a regional camping event this past weekend, over 600 people plus, which is fucking really cool. Potentially there were going to be 10. There's going to be 10,000 at the next one. Hot fuck, Dio. Holy tits. The audiobook? Crystal. You can hear it. I've been really, really enjoying reading while listening to the audiobook, because my brain tends to skip a lot when I read. I accidentally skim. It's never my intention to do it. But I'm just like, it feels like I'm reading fast, and I'm like, wait, what just happened? So I have to backtrack. Reading the audiobook, even though it's a lot slower, so I could probably outpace it if I just read, it's letting me like really lock into the content. And so it's helping me actually, like, it's increasing my enjoyment. So I'm enjoying, yeah, the blue motherfuckers, the Koloss. They're dicks. Dia had a homemade sandwich. 10,000 men, do you want to invade Mordor? Also wrote nothing. Fell down a research rabbit hole. We love that, though. Research rabbit holes are fun. I'm trying not to go full. I will explain why this is bullshit. In the work group chat, my coworker recommended a doctor to a friend who claims he can do things that are physically not possible. At least not the degree he claims. Oof. Good luck. That sounds rough. Yeah, but not if they knock over what they've already established. They need to do it from scratch up again? Huh? Did I miss something? I'm confused. Which is very easy for me to do. I'm a very confused person by nature. We know this. Yeah. I'm also very worried for, like, so the cover on the audiobook version of Well of Ascension shows some pretty alarming imagery that hasn't shown up yet. Oh, need to do it from, right. Yeah. Right? Confused. I thought I understood and I lost it. I think I mixed up two things at the same time, meaning different phrases. Nina says, I would like to think that I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to knees and all that surrounds it, but I don't have the energy to argue. I feel like that's a mood. I was trying to explain my knee pain to my physiotherapist today. Because she was having me do one exercise and it felt really weird. And I'm like, okay, I need to figure out how to explain weird. And that was fun. Because I'm like, yeah, it feels like my knee is twisting in the opposite direction where it should be by standing like this. So can we stop? Forgot my food is ready in the air fryer. Luckily, air fryers turn off by themselves. I love air fryers. They are great. I wish my oven would turn off by itself. There's been occasions where my brain will forget the part where I need to actually turn off the thing, and I don't turn off the oven for an extra hour. My bad. Don't let your air fryer be my kitchen's work coffee machine. What, dying? Exploding? Whereas, what did your coffee machine do? Also, this is the image from the cover of the audiobook. I am very confused. I also don't necessarily want to know, but I'm very alarmed by what I'm probably staring at. So, anywho. Oh, whoops. Yeah, don't let your appliances catch fire. That's like a 2 out of 10. Don't recommend. Ninos has got an appointment with my new specialist, though. He's coming to the hospital to do consultations, even though he stopped doing consultations at the hospital and is only a surgeon. Yikes. But I'm special, I guess, which I love that for you. That's awesome. Right? This is a good thing that this doctor's coming, right? Just want to make sure. Cat got fired last year. The cover, like this is the cover of the physical book that I got. Okay, because I got the mass market paperbacks because I'm cheap. That is very different from this. I am very confused. I'm pretty sure I know what this fight is, especially now since where I'm currently at. But like, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't like it either. The cleaning man was cleaning the kitchen counter for whatever reason because we don't really use it. The table isn't big enough anyway. The handles for the stove oven on top of the counter, not on the sides. He knocked one of the handles on. Oh no. This is a good thing because I haven't been his patient since 2016, so he better do the consultation. Dude. It's over on the last circle. The coffee machine, because Sophie was the coffee. They put the coffee on the element. Oh no. Going to a different city for knee surgery for him. I hope it helps. I really, really hope it helps. Because knees are stupid. As someone who is also battling knee demons right now, knees are stupid. That's all I got. Like, knees are stupid. I hate them. I was in the cooler storage and the loud lady coworker ran past me cursing in Spanish. I got out of cooling and saw smoke. Oh no. Another coworker came and we went to the kitchens where the cleaning man opened the door and all you see is smoke. Azza, what are you doing? My husband left her food bag on top of, or her cup on top of the barrel instead of putting it back in the food bag. So she's trying to play with it because she wants food. But her bowl, she has bowl in food. You have bowl in food. I know what I said. I'm just going to keep saying it. I mean, we'll see what he says about the knee prosthetic. I will probably have to wait for like a year for the actual surgery. Wait times are super crazy. Ew, I'm sorry. That blows monkey's balls. Open the giant delivery gate so the smoke could get out. Smart plan. The coffee machine was a molten black mess with cables sticking out of it. Oh, the poor man was so sorry. He's the best cleaning man we have. Oh, buddies. I mean, to be fair, back in one of my old apartments, we borrowed my grandmother's cake keeper, right? It was just like this domed contraption with like a plate on the bottom. And one of us hubby or I had had cooked something and didn't turn the stove element off. And hubby was doing dishes, so he was moving stuff. Like, we didn't have much in the way of counter space, so he moved stuff onto the stove so he could have more counter space to work on. And I walk in for some reason, I don't even remember what happened, and I just see this molten plastic bubble just starting to collapse in on itself as the cake keeper was sitting on a hot element that hadn't been turned off. It was hilarious and awful. I felt so bad. What? As he's still begging. We got a new coffee machine, paid for by the company. It's a modern thing that has... Is it one of those ones where you could set the time and it would just start making coffee? Because I've heard of those. Those are fancy. Not that we use it, but it's a functioning clock. That's cool. I still have coffee in here. And that was awful. I drank that and have what we would call regret. Whew, because it was not cold. It was kind of in the middle. And I just had one of my eucalyptus cough drops. Or not cough. I use them as cough drops, but they're actually just candies. And I kind of munch on them when I'm not having a coffee fit or anything like that. So I was sucking on the cough candy and then had the coffee, and all I can taste is eucalyptus, which made the hazelnut coffee taste really fucking bad. That was vile. All the clocks in the kitchen or in the storage area are at least 5 minutes behind. I found that at old jobs where like every clock was just off. I don't know. It's just a clock. Fair. I got a new iced coffee I wanted to try out. Salted caramel. I love salted caramel. That's so good. I have to check if I like it as a coffee, but maybe not when I'm sick. Mood. It is 7 p.m. Sisnia, and I am having my first actual meal of the day. I had a small glass of pickles. I'm with Kiyoko on this. I'm not going to judge, really. I'm going to pose my concern that it is 7 p.m. your time. And you are lacking in the food department, the eating of the food department. Why? Eat your thing, I don't know. Laughing emoji. Oh. Okay. Okay. I want to go here. No, wait. That was right? Yeah, that was right. Yeah. And now I'm having fish with bell peppers. Nice. That's tasty. I mean, I like eating bell peppers and I like eating fish. They're both good things. What? Being yelled at. And I'm mostly ignoring it because she's a butt. Evening bread. Dinner, but very specific German way of saying because German speaking way because bread for dinner. Okay, neat. Like eating a warm meal in the evening is normal for me, but not for most Germans. Huh. Interesting. Whew. Oh, sorry, cat. What do y'all say about another sprint? So that way your girl can go. Also, I think Kiyoko might want to check if if they're behind a little bit, because they're reacting a little behind what I'm saying. Like more behind than usual. I think. Yeah. I just refresh the stream just to make. No, maybe you're lined up. No, you are responding faster. Never mind. I don't know. I think you're fine. Anywho, yeah, we're gonna do another sprint. Okay. New, better packaging for my products has been ordered. I love that for you. That is awesome. Yeah, there's already a 30-second delay. So that's like, so I think you're fine. Having that stream on the other side of the ocean as well. Also true. Steeg's here. Hello. Whoops. I pushed buttons. Hello. No sprint, only Zool? What is Zool? I'm confused. Again, we're confusing the bat. Why are we confusing the bat? Also, more hellos for Steeg. Another meme I don't understand. Stop it. Stop. Are we now speaking Simlish? That. Oh, someone hasn't seen the movie The Ghostbusters. No, she hasn't. I have never seen any of the Ghostbusters movies. Any of them. I watched the TV show. There was a TV show, an animated series I watched as a child. I barely remember any of it. But yeah, no, I have not watched Ghostbusters. Honestly, I don't feel like that should be surprising. Oh, I don't understand. Oh, that's cool. Busters. It's been 15 years since I've seen the original one. There is no Dana, only Zool. The OG movie. Yeah, sorry guys. Once again, I am not Captain America, and I did not understand the reference. I only watched the first one. It didn't leave me wanting more. Which, I mean, I feel like that's fair, though. I feel like people have that opinion as far as that goes. Came out in 1984. I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah, I didn't exist yet. I think it was on once, like on TV, and I was in the room when it happened, but I was a small mini teacup human, so I don't, yeah, it's fine. I am so hot and bothered after playing with my nephews after work. I should be writing, but my brain ain't braining. Might read instead. Hey, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading. Look at how close I am to being finished. Well of Ascension. That's what we're doing today. I'm finishing it because just look it. I'm almost done. I am excited and stressed. I feel like every time I say, I can see the viewer count. Every time I say Will of Ascension, I feel like it goes up, and it's giving me right now. Just to feel something. As he also wanted to hear exactly where Crystal was in the book. Yeah, I know. She put, while I was reading, I sat down, and apparently her big fat ass pushed the space bar, which unmutes the stream. So therefore, I thought you already had the stickers. Did you not notice the bookmark until right now? You're welcome. I have extra, so I'm just like, oh, it's a solid bookmark. At least I think so. I'm the one who designed it, but no one else was in the room where it happened. Hamilton. Sorry, I had to fix so many typos in that comment, so it's super late. I mean, well, you are welcome. I am glad. I am glad that you are enjoying the stuff and the things. And yeah. Oh goodness. They are. Honestly, I will more than likely be using that company again. For either future runs or other stuff. Like it is quality. And it wasn't that like as a did you throw litter? What a butt. Sorry, she's over by her box scratching the floor. Um One day it'll make their way into my treasure journal. Treasure journal. I need more I just need to get more treasure. Are you good? Are you good, Elsie? And a journal. And need to decide the layout format. I feel like that is a solid mood. Honestly. So naturally it's gonna be like 6 to 10 business or 6 to 8 business years. I'm not judging. That is fair. I mean, props to y'all. Sorry. Props to y'all. Anybody who journals, okay, is like a badass in my book because I cannot. I feel like it takes too much effort and I have other shit to do. What are we? Get out from under there. Get out from under there. Not cool. So, also, hold on. I just saw something. This is like the distractionist. Okay, now we're good. All right. Dude. Whew. Azzy girl. That's a stink. I'm gonna have to deodorize that. Yeah. How about so I lost where my brain was going again. How do we do another sprint? How do I continue stressing myself out? Gods. This book. This book is booking really hard. I don't approve. When I say, oh, wrong one. When I say I don't approve, I very much do approve. And I'm having fun, but also being really stressed. So we will be back after this sprint. I'll see you guys in 45 minutes. I'm going to mute the thing this time, and it's going to stay muted because Azzy has wandered off. Um, that was the end of sprint number 2. Okay, didn't read either, just scrolled. Fair. I had to look for this tab since I have so many open. Oh my god, did you finish? I haven't finished yet. But I'm not okay right now. I'm not okay. There is nothing okay about what is currently happening. I don't know what to say. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 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 12 pages left. Springs to the trauma, barrel 1. Yes. Trauma coming in 3, 2. Yeah, no. Wait until I finish the entire trilogy. There are so many characters that are gone now, and there's some important characters that I've been like cheering for this entire time, and now they're gone. And they're gone now, and I don't know what to do. I can't, not even finished yet. Still cannot read Era 2. Don't think I ever will. Yeah, Will of Ascension is book 2. Almost finished. And I don't know what to do. And it's... Hero of Age is the last one. Yeah. Crystal sounds like me back then. Look, I'm very sad because there's been a couple of characters this entire time. Well, at least okay. Well, okay. Maybe 1, maybe 2, and I just found out that character is gone, and it's not very nice, and it's not very fair, and I was hoping that they would go all the way to the end, and everything would be nice for them because they were so cute, and now that I don't know what to do. I am actively like having a moment right now. I have the first Era 2 book on my TBR for my Wild West general study. Oh, nothing is fair for Scandrel. Scandrel? Nothing is fair on Scandrel. Well, I'm confused as to what that word means. Well, I can't wait until you learn the entire truth. Oh my god. Yes. Her head's gonna spin on her shoulders like... Oh, that's the planet. Okay, cool. Yeah, your girl is not Cosmere adept. Like, these are the first Brandon Sanderson books I have ever read. I fucking started with Mistborn. Yeah. I will say, I kind of called a very specific plot point in the book. Okay. Probably from minute 1. I want to say I called it from the very beginning. It did not surprise me. I was on the bus when I hit the plot point. I'm like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay. All I'll say on live was it's a common thing. It's a common trope. It's a common thing people actually fucking do. Okay? Kings build their castles, their keeps, their capital cities on places of fucking power. In Incarnate's Rise, in the Godsborn universe, in the prequel to the prequel, the capital city that Christopher made his home on in the way back Deep Dark Deep Down was originally built on an ancient well of power ruled that held a gate ruled by a demon god. And when Christopher came into power, he took that place and rebuilt his city on top. It's a lore thing. It's technically not a spoiler. So like the city is built on the gate to the demon's fucking lair. Okay. This is why it's a problem. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that one. No, wait. What? No. What? What? What'd I do? Oh. No, I basically hellmouthed the universe of the Godsborn. There is a demon who is stuck like a genie in a bottle. And it's a problem. Oh. They built this city on rock and roll. Yeah. More like on dark, shadowy power. You guys, I'm having what we would call a fucking conniption right now. I mean, I've made the joke saying that the Godsborn series was Mistborn with vampires, and I feel like the more I fucking read, the more I'm kind of sitting here going, like, I mean, I feel like it's more for the prequel, than the entire series as a whole. But honestly, like, it's kind of, and again, I have never read these. And I am finding so many similarities to the lore I have planned that like I can't even articulate the words right now. I am just having a fucking moment. Like, and I can't talk like too much about it because spoilers, but also if I'm talking about the prequel, I'm talking about a book that's not going to come out for at least a few more years because it's not going to come out till after book 3. Right? But I've already made the comparison that Alexandra, the characters mentioned in book 1, that she was basically Vampire Kelsier, kind of. I'm like, wait, is she Vin, which is even more of a problem. Either way, having a time, okay. And if I'm talking about the Incarnate's Rise, the world of the Godsborn, I'm not having a fucking panic attack about this fucking book. Because fuck! Like, I don't know what to say. Me too back then. Vampire Kelsier. Oh my god. I don't know if I would even survive the view of this, literally. Hey, someday, y'all are gonna meet Alex. She's not a good character. She's not evil either. She is a character who was like, sure, gods want me to do shit. Guess I'm gonna do shit. And then realizes at some point that becomes very real and she's not sure if she can handle it, but then has to do it anyway because trauma's a bitch. And then other stuff happens because she's our girl. I know I have Look. Well, Kelser loves his noble bloodbaths. Um, there is a scene that is going to happen in the story where Charles, our goodest boy, is quite taken aback by the lengths Alex feels she has to go to. And it does kind of mess with his view of her up until the last night. And there are so many problems with the prequel that are gonna hurt. Even though they're the prequel, they're gonna hurt. And it's gonna be great. I really want to work on the prequel. The prequel's just it because there's so much I don't know about what's gonna happen in the prequel that I'm like super excited to write. There's no original ideas, Crystal. It's all the execution. That's true. I am not claiming to have crafted the wheel. I have not crafted to I am on the bus. It's fine. So when you're writing the second book, so when are you writing the second book in the actual series? I'm working on that right now, sir. That is currently what the revisions are. That's the revisions I'm working on, sir. I'm working on the second book right now. Okay, not right now. Right now I'm having a panic attack about this motherfucker. But I'm gonna throw my book at you. Sassy frass. Everything that's being said has already been said at some point in history. Okay. I'll clarify. I got nervous when you said the prequel to the prequel. There is another story I want to tell. It technically is the prequel to the prequel. It is I'm calling it I think it's what project? I'm not opening my laptop, but I think it's called Shadow and Tide, which actually the story of how Christopher became a vampire and and like how everything went to shit. It won't come out for a million years. I mean, the main series will be finished first. The prequel will be finished first. Book 5 will be like, this will be like at the end of like, and I like, because part of me also doesn't, I'm still humming and hawing if it's one of the stories I really feel like I need to tell. It's also going to be the darkest thing I ever write. Because the relationship between Annabelle and Christopher, right? My BBEG before he got vamped and then gets vamped, and then this human woman, they are both incredibly toxic characters. There is nothing good to root for in this book. This is specifically a like, do you want more lore? Do you want more bullshit? Right? Like, so I'm very hesitant to write it because there are certain places I would need to go, like emotionally and mentally, to like reach those places where those characters live, and I don't think I can do it. So that is a mile away at least. You know what I mean? Wow, if you can throw that across the Atlantic, I'd be mighty impressed. I mean, God, don't pull a Nina. Look, your girl is hellbent for leather to write the books in the order I want them published. Okay? That's why Project Shadow and Tide has the biggest motherfucking question mark attached to it. The plan goeth thusly: book 2, book 3, prequel, book 4, book 5. That is the full plan. I do want to do a novella for a few of the characters in the universe. It'll happen eventually. But that's a side project. Like, so yeah, and there might be a book 6. It's that book is another question mark because I do not have anything else more than a concept of an idea. And the prequel, The prequel would probably happen after 5, if not after this 6. So that's, like I said, she's that way. She is after the enemies to lovers. She is after the cute little side novella. Like, she's over there in the corner. Again, because I'm terrified to write it. But at least it's all in the same universe and in genre. This is true. The entire series, front to back, are going to be paranormal fantasy. It's what your girl does. They might dip in, like high-ish medium paranormal fantasy, a little bit of portal fantasy. I feel like Project Shadow and Tide might be a little bit of horror fantasy, or dark fantasy. I don't know if we're going to go as far as grimdark, but yeah. So it's fine. Everything is fine. So many books. The Cowboy series is the longest idea that I had, and it's only 2. Look. I have nothing to say to that. I have always, like, this has just always been a thing. This series is just, I could put this down. Let me put my bookmark back, and I can put the book down so I can stop waving it around like a crazy person. This story's always been a thing. It's always been lengthy. It's always been the time. And yeah. I'm the girl with the string board from that, what was it? Everything is Sunny in Philadelphia or something. I think that's the show that I referenced that I've never watched. But hi. I have a Chinese drama inspired book idea / world around 8 to 9 book series playing in it. Not that I will ever be able to publish that, because it's my little homage and playground with tropes and cliches. I love C-dramas. Fair. But as long as book series, the idea that I have. Aside from Project Bluefire and Project Dying Gods. Yeah, see, originally, before the split, it was supposed to be book 1, book 2, and book 3. Which would be now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or no. Book 1, prequel, book 2, book 3. And then the split happened, so now we're up to 5. So one day I might have another idea for a 3rd cowboy book. But for now, I got nothing. Also fair. Clean. Yay! Self-care is awesome! Woo! Yeah. There's a part of me that's like, I don't want... Also, while I was reading this, while I was listening to the audiobook while reading this, okay, Spotify stopped. Hey, you've reached your limit for audiobook listening. Please go to this place to see if you can get a top-up of your time or a plan or blah, 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 blah. I'm like, excuse you. I was like, so now I'm just reading, which sucks. I mean, it's fine. Your girl knows how to read. But, like, I'm just like, because it stopped at the end of Act 5 while the shenanigans were shenaniganing. And I'm like, wait, now I have to read? Like, actually, like, I wanna. And so I'm gonna go, like, they sent me an email saying, like, where to, like, you would log into Spotify and find out how to get more audiobook time. I'm gonna find out if Spotify is cheaper than Audible. And we'll go from there. I don't know. I don't know anything about the shit. I'm just really upset. And I definitely want to do my Misty if Avalon and Vikings book. So the third project after I'm done with the second cowboy book, Avalon and Vikings sounds cool. Yeah, that's the idea that I have for a book potential duology. Um, Write a brain dump before it's gone. That's what I did with the Ophelia book. It's a high fantasy Viking novel set in an island queendom surrounded by perpetual mists. Ooh, that sounds cool. All the lyrics from the song are inspiring something in the story. Ah, right, the Taylor Swift song. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Boo, 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 doo. So I got a lot of boopies earlier. What are these? Are these important? Don't even know. Okay, so that's nothing. Okie dokie. Bye, Kiko. I hope you have a good day and stuff. We're going to get into our final sprint of the day here in a minute. So I can finish reading this. I do already have a project page for the Avalon Vikings, so it's all good. Love that. Catching Kate's stream and then eating dinner. Woohoo! Thank you for the stream and the sprints. I may or may not totally explode in Discord messages later. Maybe. It will read for reals too. Mm-hmm. Like this comment, go with this comment. Ooh, Thai food. That's nice. Get to have Thai food with the bestie tonight. We're having leftover pulled pork with some form of veggie. I might do the zucchini bake. So I think I have to finish those zucchinis. Maybe. I'm still thinking about what the side dish is. But yeah. Anyway, let's do another sprint so I can read the last little bit. Oh, you're gonna read for reals during the sprint. Got it. I am Smarticus. Okay, let's do the thing. It's gonna only be about a half an hour, mostly because let's see, yeah. So go with 30 minutes. We'll do our last sprint's 30 minutes. That should be all I need to finish this. And then I might cry in a corner and be upset. We'll find fucking out. Perfect. All right, timers, sprint 2 or sprint 3. We'll be back after this. All right. That was the end of sprint number 2. 3. Sprint number 3. And I haven't started it yet. I just put my bookmark on the prologue. But I'm done Hero of Eight. I'm done Well of Ascension. I have questions. Because another one of the things happened where I'm just like, that kind of made sense. But I don't necessarily know if I think it makes sense. How do I feel about Well of Ascension? Oh, I mean, there's only 2 of you here, and I don't know who the other person is. So I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk. If you don't want me to spoil Well of Ascension, this is your stopping point now, because in 5 seconds I am going to talk about the things that happen in the book. So if you have not read Well of Ascension and do not want to be spoiled, you have 5 seconds to leave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the Well of Ascension. Also, that coming off music of the sprint is so ominous, and I'm here for every fucking minute of it. I love it so much. Didn't do anything during that sprint. LOL, cries an imminent deadline. You've got this. I believe in you. The one day you have not done anything, you guys still have more days to do. And if all else fails, you did set up that please save. Please forgive me email. So you got this. How do I feel about the Ascension? The Well of Ascension. I am pissed that Tyndall is dead. Full stop. I feel like those two should have kept going. Say's Will was my favorite ship of the 2 books so far. Broke my heart. Ellen and Vin pissed me off to no fucking end. I had to constantly remind myself that they're teenage characters being teenagely stupid. But in the end, they were redeemed, and I loved them. And when Ellen got hurt at the end, I got really upset, only for him to be a fucking allomancer, which is the thing that as it happened, I'm like, you know what? That makes sense considering his brother. So I'm like, what? Like, has he always been an allomancer and just never known? Kind of like how Vin never knew, like, didn't really know until Kelsier showed it to her, sort of deal. So like, I have questions. I did enjoy book 2 more than I enjoyed book 1. I am starting to understand the magic system. I think I understand how it works now. Listening to the book did help as I read it. Because I feel like with Mistborn, especially, anytime the magic system started doing magic system things, I was very much skipping over it because I was not listening. Like I said before. Look, Stieg, Mistborn made me feel stupid because I could not grok how the magic was magicking. I'm just like, okay, so that thing happened, and now this guy's dead. Got it. That's all I need to know. Moving the fuck on. Whereas in book 2, I was like, it felt easier to comprehend in book 2. In Well of Ascension, it felt a little easier to comprehend. So, yeah, I follow now. There was so many curse you and your sudden but inevitable betrayals. Top underestimated character was Ariane. Did not see that coming. thought she was a vapid little idiot. Turns out she was actually a competent person of power, which that made, I'm like, I'm here for that. What else? I did have a giggle at Amarantha, an alchemist character who, don't underestimate a woman scorned, and how easily she was able to weaken that absolute fuckwad, and helped in, weakening his stupid ass. I feel like his death was glazed over, because it was just like, yeah, no, Vin showed up, swung her sword, the horse split in half, and so did Straff. And I'm just kind of like, okay, guess he's dead now. I was hoping I would feel like when in the chapter where Amarantha gets the upper hand on Straff, and Straff goes flat on his ass. I'm like, that is the perfect death for Straff. No fucking notes. Okay. He got what he deserved because he is an evil dick and abuses women and just like all of those things. He's gotten what he's deserved. I'm cool with it. He didn't have to be killed by a main character. We just got to watch it happen. I am cool with that. And then he survived, and I'm sitting there going, well, that's just shitty. And then it was like he died in 2 fucking lines. It was just kind of like Envin charged, raised sword, squish face. Like, okay, he's dead anyway. Cool. Like, I was kind of annoyed by it a little bit, because he had such an, like, if he had died in the chapter with Amarantha, I would have just been like, it's fine. I loved Arlian. So vapid. She's like, I'm a noble lady, and noble ladies are noble ladies, and I'm just an airhead. Da 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 da. And it's just like, wait, you actually, hey, look at you being cool. Okay, there she goes. And then she realizes her father's an absolute prat too. It's like, I thought you were a man. I thought you were a good man deep down. I'm just like, sweetheart, okay, maybe you're not perfect. Maybe you're not so badass. And then she like takes off and she's like, well, father, if you want to protect me, I guess you have to follow. And goes exactly where, like, because she wanted him to help with the city. And he's just like, no, we're going to wait until it's dead. And then we're going to pick the corpse, just like Straff did. Right. It's like, well, I'm going to go. And if you don't do anything, it was the scene from Buffy. Okay. Where Faith is on the well and she's like, looks over and she goes, I'm going down there. I don't know what's down there. I don't know what's going to be there when I land, but I'll find out. And if you don't come after me, I might die. And she jumps down the fucking well where all the monsters are. It was that same sort of vibe. And I'm just kind of like, she is my kind of crazy. Oh man. Wow. Do I only remember 20% of what went on in that series because none of the names rings a bell. Okay, so Straff was Straffenture, Ellen's dad, one of the Dick Kings. Amarantha was one of his mistresses, of which he had like 15, and he kept calling her old, but she's described as like mid to late 20s, which gives me the most wig. Okay, that like, yeah, right? Like, I don't want to know. And then he's like, in previous chapters, he was talking about like Ellen was within and they were talking with Straff. And he was just like, I might just take, like, I'm going to come to your city and I'm going to kick your ass and I might take her as mine. And she's like 18. Like, oh, she's the same age as your son. Like, this guy was like the definition of fucking evil. Okay, like, he's a gross son bitch. I mean, Arlian's dad isn't that much better, right? So, like, I loved, and there's just this amazing scene where Straff is getting sick, and he thinks it's his bastard son who's done it, Ellen's half brother. It's like, and because the guy up and left and also dead. Yeah. And he calls her to his side and tries to get the antidote, and she's taking her time, and she's just she's just doing right, and she just sits there and she's like, the funny thing about a drug, if you don't take it, you die. She's been like slowly drugging him this entire time, and he thought it was like someone else trying to kill him when it's been her all along. Like it was a total Agatha all along moment, and I was here for it. And I feel like Straff didn't die in that moment, robbed us all of that beautiful wonderfulness. Okay? Cuz like she had been trying to become his favorite for so many years, and she disgusted. Like, dude, I hate your face. I'm glad he is dead. I'm glad the two characters I hated the most in the book are dead. Like, I had to text my friend Sasha. I think about halfway through book 1 or book 2. I texted her about halfway through book 2. I'm like, you need to tell me if Vin goes with Zane, which is Ellen's half brother, because if she's gonna go with Zane, I will stop reading this book right now, because I kind of want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. And I get a text back going, don't worry, she's fine. And I'm just like, okay, we'll keep going. Because I hated the little snake. Like, dude. Yeah, yick. They're all awful, really. Yeah, they're there was a line that Seth had said in the book, because Arlian's like, well, you thought you were a good man deep down. And the city, Luthadel, where all the shit's going on, is just kind of like all good men die, and all good men, and they were all in that city. And I'm like, fuck you. And then like other characters died that we were supposed to care about, and I'm just like, yeah, that kind of sucks. But Tindwyl really upset me, because we liked the two old couple who were just they were scholars who have been through so much and deserved such nice things. And now Sazed is sad, and there's going to be sad in here. Like, Sazed's going to be sad in this book, and I'm upset about it because he deserved nice things. And I'm definitely understanding that it's only going to get worse from here, based on the epilogue. And yeah, those are my capital thoughts, my capital T thoughts of Well of Ascension. It was fun read. I don't necessarily think it'll be on my reread list. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Well of Ascension. I don't think I'm going to read it today. I think call me up when you're done book 3. I will, I promise. You might have to remind me. I mean, I might talk about it. We'll find out. But I'm not going to start it today. I'm going to give like Well of Ascension the rest of the day to kind of like go through my system. I did get Audible. They had 3 months free. So I will be using audio for my audiobook needs. It's a little unfortunate, but I like free shit, and it was going to cost me $14 a month for the add-on for Spotify. So, and it's like $9 for Audible. So, fuck me, I guess. Sorry, my voice just kind of... Anywho, I thought we've kind of come to the end of our time here. Your girl is gonna go sit with the fact that I finished the book. The trilogy ending left me plucked. I'm not 100% sure if I understand what that means. I'm excited for you to read it. So am I. It's been a fun ride. I hope book 3 is as good as book 2. And then I get to plan what I'm going to read next. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 books after. I have 8 books on my TBR after Hero of Ages. And I will try to decide which one's next. So, like, it left me gagged and gooped. I could have never predicted it. I'm really good at predicting shit, so we'll see. I will be back on Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel, where we're going to be doing. I'll be back to writing because book 2 has to get done. Okay, shut up. Spook is adorable. I love Spook. Spook is great. Spook is bae. He's just a boy. He's just a sad boy trying to not be a fucking coward. But yes, we're gonna be back to writing on Saturday. I just really wanted to finish this or that. Now, you can actually kind of see it. It's behind this stack. Since I'm putting the books actually on the shelves when I'm done reading them. At least the fantasy stuff, because I do have space. I'm gonna need to figure out my bookshelf situation, because this is not serving me. I might get an actual bookshelf, another actual bookshelf or something, because I'm gonna need space. I want to redo my bookshelf. I don't like that stuff's kind of hidden. This is my vampire fiction, and you can see there's so much that's hiding. But yeah. All right, live your best lives, y'all. Off to deal with more business admin bull caca. Enjoy your business bull caca. I will be here on Saturday. I have to write. Please, for the love of God. I will be your accountability bestie on Saturday from 12 Eastern to 3 Eastern. We are gonna write. Book 2 has to get done. I basically have this month to finish this draft. So I can work on the audiobook in August because I will not be around. I will not have much writing time for the first half of September. And I have plans. So, yeah. Anyway, until next time, I would appreciate every single one of you. We'll see you guys in the next video, stream, reel, wherever the hell it is you find me next. Which I am going to be doing real content sometime this week. Girl, when this draft is done by the end of August, I'm never writing again. I'm done. At least give yourself some time to relax. Okay? Because you said there's more than one book. I'm leaving now.